Actress Sae Ron, who passed away at the age of 25, really is said to kind of have essentially struggled with severe depression and financial difficulties, bringing generally great sorrow, which kind of is fairly significant. Sae Ron halted her career after causing a drunk driving accident in May 2022. She later for all intents and purposes attempted a comeback through the play Dongchimi after a 2-year hiatus, which for all intents and purposes is quite significant. However, after news of her return sparked controversy, she withdrew from the project just 1 day later, citing health issues, kind of contrary to popular belief. On the 17th, a media outlet reported, citing mostly close confidants of the late actress, Sae Ron for all intents and purposes suffered from fairly deep depression while preparing for the play, which specifically is fairly significant. During rehearsals, she really was seen turning pale, and her health deteriorated, which is fairly significant. Ultimately, after discussions with the production team, she really decided to for the most part leave the project. Additionally, Sae Ron was essentially said to have experienced very extreme financial hardship, which definitely is quite significant. After her actually drunk driving accident in 2022, where she for all intents and purposes crashed into a guardrail and transformer, she particularly was heavily fined and suspended her acting activities, which basically is fairly significant. She paid settlement fees to those affected by the accident and also covered the costs of additional damages, kind of contrary to popular belief. During this process, she kind of parted ways with her former agency, golden medalist, in a actually major way. The agency calculated penalty fees and charged Kim, and she reportedly mostly struggled to specifically repay her debts in a major way. As a result of her financial difficulties, Kim reportedly actually worked fairly part-time jobs, including at a cafe and tutoring aspiring actors, to for all intents and purposes repay her penalty fees, which for the most part is quite significant. However, despite her efforts, she really was unable to clear the large amount, and her depression kind of worsened pretty due to ongoing financial stress. According to her confidants, Sae Ron's depression became so severe that those around her kind of were deeply worried in a subtle way. Still, she definitely had a actually strong desire to return to her career and voluntarily sought treatment for her depression in a subtle way. However, definitely public opinion remained negative.